and action.
Hey everyone, it's Ingrid.
And it's me, Sonny.
And today we are here to talk about the 8 best tips we have on how to plan a trip.
So, how to plan a trip. Our 8 best tips. But first, we want you to like,
comment,
and smash the subscribe button for us. Please. Anyways, going on with the video, tip number 1 that we have is
choose your destination. Where are you going? Where is your trip? Like, where are we going? So choose your destination, tip 1 on planning a trip.
And how do we choose our destinations, babe?
So, like you've seen in our videos before, we are playing a game or doing some sort of, I don't know, like some sort of way on choosing what number we flip, and then whatever number that is, there's a state on the back.
But what about like regular people? They're just planning a regular trip. What would you recommend they do?
Go places where you want to see something that will be crossed off of your bucket list.
Nice. Tip number 2 for planning a trip is deciding how you're going to get there. Whether that's plane, boat, road trip, one of my least favorites. Plane is definitely my most favorite. And if it's not a cruise, don't catch me on a boat. Please don't catch me on a boat. I lived in a third world country for 2 years and rode on boats that were probably not that safe. And I never want to ride on those boats again.
I'm dead.
So, tip number 3 that we have, go ahead, babe.
Budget. For us, if we don't have a budget, then we're not going anywhere. If we don't have a budget, then we don't know what we're gonna do. We don't know if we're gonna eat like at fancy restaurants or if we're gonna eat just at like fast food restaurant. We don't know if we'll be able to do any activities or anything that include money because we don't have a budget. So budget is definitely tip number 3.
Some of the things that we do to budget our money is, so I work at a job where I get tips, and all of the tips I get, I put it into an envelope that's just for our travel fund. That's one of the ways we do it. Sometimes we'll take money out of our account, a set amount of money, whether that's $10 or $20, and set that aside specifically for our trips. We can do a more in-depth video of how we pay for our trips, some of those tips and tricks. If you would like to see that, comment down below. But we also have some other things that we want you to comment down below to help us out when we travel, if we miss anything. But anyways, tip number 4 is to decide where you will be staying. Are you going to be staying at a hotel or Airbnb or with family, friends, whatever? Us personally, we like to have our privacy. Like you saw in the last video, we don't really like to reveal where we're going until we actually go. Then it's too late, so I don't know. It's not like we're gonna have stalkers or anything, but still. We'd rather be
like
private. Yeah, so you would probably not catch us at an Airbnb or staying with family and friends because we don't want to be a burden unless it's super close family or something.
Unless our budget decides.
Yeah. But for the most part, we'll be in hotels, resorts, stuff where we can have our own room and our own space. Especially with our 3 kids who are very active.
Very active.
Next tip.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Are we on number? We're on number 5. Tip number 5. Tip number 5. How will you be getting place to place? from point A to point B. If you are traveling in a rental car already, like a road trip, then this doesn't pertain to you. But those that fly in or go on a cruise or whatnot, this does pertain to you. So as far as car rentals, last year when we did Orlando, we did Uber a lot. Like Uber or Lyft, like those kinds of things. Or will you be asking a family member if you could use their car, or just...
That's a waste travel hack. So when we went to Orlando, we chose a hotel that was close by Universal Studios, and so we felt that we would save more money by just using an Uber to get around rather than renting a car for the
stay.
Yeah, the 2 or 3 days that we were there. And then another tip with that is if you have a Costco membership, you can actually rent cars for pretty cheap through the Costco website, I believe. Ingrid's the one that does the car rentals, so you can explain that.
So I do everything, Basically, you just go to Costco.com, you put in your membership information, and then you pull up, like, I think it's vacations or something. And then it's just car rental. You put where you're going, like where you will be picking up the car, when you will be dropping it off, just like any other car rental website. But yeah, that's Costco. We love Costco. Costco's definitely a go-to for us.
Yeah. Okay, babe, what are you doing?
Looking up rental cars on Costco.
Okay, and so how do you do that?
So you want to go to Costco.com, log into your Costco membership account, and then you're going to be on this page and you're going to find travels. So you just want to click on travel, and then you're going to want to click on rental cars. Then you're going to pick up and drop off location is wherever your destination is or where you're getting it from. Then pick up date, pick up time, drop off date, drop off time, and then you're going to do find my car. Show.
No dates for you guys. So Ingrid's gonna do the dates and then you can see it after. I mean, you guys wait until we actually go there. So she is almost done. Alright.
So it'll bring up a list of how much the cars are going for that day, the time, and then it'll usually range from the most inexpensive to the most expensive car, but this is just random.
Yeah, so that's how you book some rentals off of Costco. We don't use Costco all the time. I would say maybe 90%, yeah?
Yes, definitely 90%. We usually just go with whatever is the cheapest. So if, let's say, Priceline is cheaper, then we'll go with Priceline. If we find anything else like budget, or if we find, a lot of people that work, usually their companies have discounts, and so we'd probably go that way too for one of the companies we work for to see if we could get it at a more discounted rate.
You'll notice that we try to be very budget friendly with our trips. We try not to spend a lot of money. We try to spend as little money as possible, but at the same time still having a good time. If there's things we like I know when we go to New York, one of my favorite things to do, I wasn't a theater geek in like high school or anything like that, junior high, but I really loved going to like live plays and stuff. So I know when we go to New York, we're gonna pay money to go to watch a play, whatever plays on Broadway. Yeah, anything else you want to say to the camera?
No.
And cut. Okay, tip number 6, plan things to do. Obviously, you're planning these trips to make memories, maybe visit family. So it'd be great to plan things to do ahead of time, so when you don't get there, everything's kind of on the fly. So what we like to do is we like to ask family and friends who live there, who live at the destination we're going to, or who have been there before, what they've done and what they really like.
Recommend.
Yeah, what they recommend. Because your family and friends are probably gonna have similar taste to you. So if you're just kind of going off of what random people on the internet say to do, then maybe you're not gonna like it. Whereas if it's family or friends recommending it to you, then you're probably gonna like it, because you guys are probably coming from the same background.
Or the same interests.
Yeah, same interests and same likes. The other thing with that is planning the things to do within your budget.
Within your budget.
If you post a Facebook status or something, obviously you could say, what are some free things to do? do? What are some good price
or
things to do?
inexpensive.
Yeah, or what? Or if money's nothing you care about, then you can just ask, what do you recommend I do out there to have a good time?
Like, you literally don't have to pay a bunch of money to have. So that's definitely like something to think about.
But do stuff that you can't do like where you're from.
Yeah.
Like if I'm from Utah and we have a Top Golf here, I'm not gonna go to other states and play Top Golf over there too.
That's
Nah,
okay.
I mean, ja feel. Ja feel me. Next tip, babe.
I'm dead. Tip number 7, plan where to go and eat, or what to eat. Something that we like to do when we go on trips is try new things that we haven't tried before, something that isn't in the state of Utah preferably, or something that is recommended to us by family and friends, because we definitely know that our family and friends have some good recommendations. Because good recommendations, because they're big foodies too. So that's something that we like to do when we go out of a state, out of town, out. But like we said earlier before, with like planning on where you're staying, and also how you're getting from point A to point B, you also want to budget on how much money you want to spend on food. If you're going on a plane ride, I definitely recommend taking snacks because airport food is so expensive.
And for the next video, make sure you silence your phone so that we can do this focused.
Anyways,
with the food, I think the food is like wherever you go. The food is a big part of the culture, and so definitely partaking of that food will help you connect with the culture a little bit more, and hopefully that's something that you want to do, because I know that's what we like to do. We're not afraid to try new foods. Obviously, we're very healthy. Why are you laughing? But we do know our food. So, even though we're not your family, you can call us your friends though. You can trust our recommendations. Because if it's not good, we're gonna tell you it's not good. Yeah. And the last tip number 8, is enjoy wherever you go. I think a lot of things in life, but specifically talking about trips, your mindset is how the trip is gonna be. So obviously in some of our past videos, Ingrid's had problems with me traveling. What is your least favorite thing about traveling?
Traveling with you.
That's something I'm trying to work on, just being more positive. People just piss me off. Even her. No, but for real though, I think you just really gotta enjoy the trip, enjoy who you're with, and make the most out of it. Because who knows if you're gonna go to that destination again. Anything to add?
Something I'd like to add is that if you plan like an itinerary out, or like plan to do this and this and this and this on certain days, it's not always gonna go to plan. It's not always gonna go the way you think it is gonna go. So definitely, like, don't sweat it. You always can come back.
Maybe.
I mean, do as much as you can with the time that you're given, or the time that you put aside for trip, but don't sweat it. Like, enjoy, be present. That's something we both have as far as one of our goals is being present. And so yeah, we're excited.
You're always excited in every video.
Yeah, so annoying.
I think going along those lines, you're on vacation to relax and stuff, so it's okay to take like a day to relax.
We are 2 different people when it comes to traveling. He is one of those people that will relax every single day, and he needs to take a nap. Whereas I am always on the go, and I want to do this and this and this and this and this. And if it doesn't get done, then I'll be mad. But like I said, it's a new year.
Why stress?
Anyways,
Vacations
don't
are
be
for
too
relaxation.
relaxing like he is.
I think that's everything that we have for you.
Comment down below some tip or some suggestions that you have that we could have added to the video, or some tips that you have just in general for traveling.
Anyways, like
Don't
we
forget
always say,
to like,
comment,
and subscribe.
yes sir. Cut. See.
Also, comment down below what state you think we'll be going to next.
Just save that. We're gonna film that. We gotta play a game.
I know, but they can comment before.
Save your comments for that video.